We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you.
Garoppolo on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Here we go.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Garoppolo. It's caught by Bryant. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
At the Jets' 21-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No, a little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. They'll run on first down. Cherry. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jets, nothing. 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. 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 2nd and 10 for the Bengals
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Darnold now to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Garoppolo. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. On 1st down, Broussard. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
At the 5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Ready? Check. Check. And lady. Hey, Delta. Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. The tally there, -2 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and goal to go.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Come on, now. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. A first scoring update now from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
I got you, 88. I got you. Red 80.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
21, 21. 2, 6. SOS. Hey, seam 6.
On 2nd and inches, Garoppolo incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Here we go,
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
General West. Red 80. Go.
Here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 49 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Darnold finding Anderson here. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Darnold to throw again. Roberts has it. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
3 down. 57's the mic. Watch 57. I don't even know why this team showed up. Here we go.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Mike 56. Mike 56. Strip the ball. Hey, Alpha. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check. 56.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, You've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run on first down. Broussard. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You don't want none. Hey, exit. 52's the mic, boy. 52. You ain't stuck.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run. A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
12, fellas. Here we go. Check 31. Check 31.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Cherry. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 52, Mike 52. You ready, man? You
On 2nd and 9, Darnold letting one go deep for Roberts. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To the air again, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Red 80. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo. Baby, that's baby.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught by Roberts. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run it now out of the gun. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets them closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Sony Michel as the first half is winding down. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, You're only going to fool them for a second or so, and guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Ready? Watch out. Lady. Watch out.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a second down.
What's that? 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Again, Darnold. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, orbit.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you.
Throwing again is Darnold. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
That's caught at the 2. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Garoppolo now. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, a one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Here we go. 180, 11.
On 1st down, Cherry, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 180,
56. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
All day, baby, all day.
52's the mic.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 39.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Check four.
Hey, Mike 52.
On first down, it's Darnold. Roberts got it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4.
Mike, the lady. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Charlie.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go.
A first down throw, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. This one caught by Ridley. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They go play action here on first down. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run on first down. Broussard, he's going to have the first down past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Check motion.
Young lady.
Hey, Mike 50.
6'6", pull it high.
Check 26.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Darnold looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? It's coming this way, Here we go.
That's caught at the 3. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Mike's 50.
Now it's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Ross on the return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Allen, but it'll be 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 6 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20, 10, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
12 yards that time, and a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame. That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Jets are going to win this football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the